martes por la noche, tu programa de política e información social comienza ahora. It's Tuesday evening, your award-winning political and information show. Listen to me starts now. Mi gente, bien bendecidos que estamos hoy un martes. Estoy trabando la lengua. He hablado en inglés, español, portugués, me voy a quedar mudo. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. Another Tuesday here in your award-winning show. Listen to me from cyberspace with much love and respect from Orlando, Florida to the whole world. More than 5 million people in 79 countries and thousands of people that listen to us in Orlando, Florida and all of the state of Florida. Bueno, mi gente, estamos aquí en otro día motivado, entusiasmado y enchulado, pero tengo que brincar bien rápidamente a mi monólogo porque tenemos casa llena. Mira, we have a full house. You can see us. Everybody say hi. All right. Yeah, we have a full house today. So, bueno, mi gente, vamos a entrar prontamente. ¿Será que la gente de la izquierda ha perdido su mente o está mentalmente incapacitado? Have the people of the left lost their minds because they don't know what to do with the president? And they keep on criticizing and criticizing and criticizing. This stupidity with Kanye West, even people of their own race is bashing Kanye West because he said something nice about the president of the United States. Oh my God, por favor, cojan una píldora, hagan algo, toman unas vacaciones, go to Mexico, go to Cuba, go to Nicaragua, go to Bolivia. I don't care. As long as the leftist people leave our countries, all those Democrats, please go. All right. The problem is, I like artists when they have their own opinion because we are the land of the free. But the thing is that they have to stick to doing music, which we like, and we, put the bass and all that stuff, and Scooby-Doo Pow Pow and all that stuff. But the thing of it is that cuando se meten en tratar de allantar lo que es la política pública o politics, that's when they stick their foot in their mouth and they have no dressing, no salad dressing, no seasoning, nothing whatsoever. Stick to making music. Let the politicians do their jobs. Yes, politicians. Why? Because they're the ones that are in charge. If you think you can make a change, get off your butt, get off your couch, run a campaign, win it, and then you have a way of saying, hey, I am doing something for society. But if your claim to fame is being a DJ, being for a radio station, being a person that wants to criticize the president for anything and everything that he does, when you know that things are working out, because with all due respect to the left, tell me something that is not different than Stormy Daniels, collusion, Russia, and Russia, and Sean Hannity, Russia. And occasionally Stormy Daniels. Breaking news. I don't care what happens to that woman. I am sorry. Okay, the guy that tried to tell her not to pursue Donald Trump looks like Tom Brady. Alrighty, not much with that. Ok, Puerto Rico. Mi gente de Puerto Rico, por favor, ¿qué rayo le está pasando a ustedes? Es que me tengo que, mira, and I don't have that much hair, and I don't want to lose the rest of it that I have. So, Puerto Rico, por favor. Puerto Rico, listen to me. What are you doing going against la Junta de Control Fiscal? You're going over against the Promesa Law. That is something that Congress said that has to be done. And you know what? Puerto Ricans, you don't have no voice in the Senate. You don't have no voice in Congress. You have one voice. She's going to be governor of Puerto Rico pretty soon, Jennifer Gonzalez. Mark my words, she's going to be female Republican governor of Puerto Rico.
Maybe the first governor when Puerto Rico is state.
Yep.
Maybe the first governor when Puerto Rico is state. Hey.
Hello, Gina. Yep, and that is true. When Puerto Rico becomes a state, she will become governor. But the thing of it is Governor Rosselló, por favor. Si usted nombró una comisión de igualdad, if you appointed 2 shadow senators, 5 shadow congressmen, why are they not sitting in Congress? You nominated them. Now you want to go against La Junta de Control Fiscal. You want to go against la ley promesa. You want to go against what was federally mandated. You want to go to court. You want to spend money that Puerto Rico doesn't have. I am so sorry, but has common sense left la fortaleza en Puerto Rico? El sentido común se ha ido de Puerto Rico. Porque es que no entiendo cuál es la lógica. And I've called, Gina, I have called. I think I blew up the secretary of Governor Fortuño's. Governor Fortuño. I wish Governor Fortuño was on. Pedro Rosselló. And he has not returned my phone calls. I tell him, come to my show. Te voy a tratar bien. Nada más te quiero hacer una pregunta.
Today. He was in town.
The governor?
My understanding is yes.
¡Qué rayo palta!
I got an invitation, but I couldn't make it because I had 2 other events.
See, they're hiding from me because I'm a Republican pro-stateholder.
They're afraid.
Instead
of listening to me, run away from me.
Yeah. Listen to me. Look, it's very simple. I am going to say it for the nth time. You just do an election in 2020. Mira, Gina, es bien sencillo. Unas elecciones, estadidad o independencia, statehood or independence.
I thought we had that already.
Yes, but this time let's make sure that we do it right. You're correct.
People didn't choose to go and they wanted to go to the beach and they were apathetic. It's not my fault if they want to go to the beach. They didn't vote. That's no problem.
I know, but es que Puerto Rican people, they give them a medalla, a choice between medalla, the beach, and go voting. They take the medalla, they go to the beach, and cuchifrito and the pincho, but still it was 97%. But, okay, let's invest in this election then. We will vote for statehood, since we know that the colonial rule is una porquería. It's a piece of poop. So what we have to do is we have to vote for either statehood, we have to vote for independence, and we need una segunda papeleta.
Well, what do we do with the people that are here in Florida? Are they going to get allowed to vote? They're now residents of Florida.
But that's the thing. It's the thing. If they want to vote, they have to go back to Puerto Rico.
Oh, for real?
Because the thing of it is, look at it. Well, we could adopt what happens in Mexico. We could adopt what happens in the Dominican and Venezuela. But really, what the Venezuelans vote did make a change in Venezuela. If the Puerto Ricans vote here, will it make a change back in the island? I don't think so. It is an issue that has to be dealt with Puerto Ricans in the island of Puerto Ricans before they're all gone. Again, dos papeletas. One to choose statehood or independence, and the second ballot to choose your state senator and your congressional delegation of 5. In other words, we have to make congressional delegation split districts in Puerto Rico and senatorial districts in Puerto Rico federally.
I have a problem because they already voted. You know that every time there's one of these elections, someone's pocket gets lined up because the papeleta, the this, that, someone makes money out of this thing. And then number 2, wouldn't that put us in a disadvantage because a lot of the people who want Puerto Rico to be state already voted with their feet when they moved to Florida?
I know, Gina, but the thing is, if the Commission of Equality is not seated because they're shadow senators and shadow congressmen, when are we going to give the people of Puerto Rico a ballot to choose their senators and their congressmen? Because that will have more validity within the Tennessee plan, don't you think?
Yes, or people can play nice with President Trump and he can take it to the next step. But since obviously the current governor may have his own political ambitions within the 50 continental states, he might not be doing what he needs to do to actually make Puerto Rico a state and have a vote.
Ese es el clavo. Esa es la cabeza del clavo. That's the head of the deal. So we're going to keep on bothering the governor of Puerto Rico, Mr. Pedro Rosselló. I am going to continue to call the Office of the Commission of Equality of Puerto Rico in the Office of Federal Affairs in Puerto Rico and see what happens, because we have to make sure that Puerto Rico becomes a state. It is time that we have to eliminate second-class citizen. Los pajaritos preñados, yo entiendo, sí, pero tenemos que seguir soñando con esos pajaritos porque si no alimentamos ese sueño, if we do not give birth to that dream, Puerto Rico will go down. The territory will go down. You have to understand.
That's what they want. Don't you think? The theory of chaos? Zelensky and all those people?
I don't
make Puerto Rico break until everybody who cares, who believes is a U.S. citizen, who has any love for the United States is out of there, and then you leave it to the powers to be to come in and do what they've done in Venezuela and other places. I mean, I don't like to be conspiracy theory, but it's a bad. It smells, it sounds, and when it, you gotta call it what it is.
Poop. The thing of it is that if we let the theory of chaos take over, the dangers of what happened in Cuba, the dangers of what happened in Venezuela, the dangers of what happened in Bolivia, the dangers of what happened in Ecuador, even though Ecuador switched all the way to the right, went all the way to the left, and then went all the way to the right. The thing of it is that I believe in democracy. That's why I prefer to have this type of election. Y quién sabe, he llamado a Jennifer Gonzalez. I've called Jennifer Gonzalez and Jennifer, hey girl, we gotta make sure that Congress says, okay, Puerto Rico, vote statehood or independence. Porque es que también the lobbyists that are getting millions of dollars to keep Puerto Rico as a colony is strangling us, and I'm sorry, but there's Bernie Sanders in the mixture. There's the lady from California, which I don't want to mention her name. Yeah, I get a headache. You haven't eaten Tylenol? Yes, that woman. They pay George Soros pays thousands and thousands of dollars to keep Puerto Rico like it is, because it's a democratic social experiment that they don't want to admit. It's like the Confederate War, that the Democratic Party invented the Ku Klux Klan, killed a lot of people, but now they want to destroy the statues. They want to claim that they're the ethnic they have ethnic political correct. I don't know. I got a headache.
But doesn't it make you want to think, why is the governor of Puerto Rico, who is for PNP, por estadidad, for statehood, but is a Democrat, and the Democrats have been opposing Puerto Rico being a state forever, so does it make you go, question mark?
And they're the ones that started the experiment in the 1950s, because they're the ones that wanted to not grant Puerto Rico statehood, but they said, let us see how this territory evolves. And all of a sudden they started taking tax exceptions. And then they didn't have congressional representation like New York, that they did the same thing in New York. What did the congressman did in New York? They renegotiated their debts, and now they have more tax exemptions that create jobs, create businesses. And you know what? I don't want to talk about this anymore. You know what? We're going to talk about it in the next show. Now, we have some very, very, very good people here. We're going to move from the political side for the moment, and we're going to go to the social side of listen to me.
For the headaches.
Yes, because I'm going to have to take a combination of Tylenol and, something? It's like when I'm older, now it's like my drug dealer is my doctor. And he's harder to get now. And more expensive. Well, with the deductibles, But anyway, we have here from the Elegant Model Search, Miss Francine Lucas and the fine gentleman. Francine, can you introduce us, the people that are here?
Well, sure. Well, it's Francine, a.k.a. Caramel Lucas.
Caramel, yes, Caramel. I remember Caramel.
I have Amaya. She is our elegant princess. She won the competition of the elegant model competition. And I have DJ Nothing Nice.
Nothing Nice.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Nothing Nice. I thought I usually use DJ Rajatabla, but Nothing Nice. That beat it, man. I got another headache now. Oh my God, no. Nothing Nice. And how you doing, brother?
Good. Appreciate it.
So how long you been a DJ, bro?
Been DJing for about going on maybe 9.5 years now.
All right. So. Let me test you. See how good of a DJ you are.
Here we go.
Can you combine your decks with your computer and an 8-track?
Okay. So check this out.
Right.
I can. Let me do a little something and let you know where I'm from. I can combine 45s
right.
You know, so with the 8-track, with the desk, with the boom box, if we can get 2 boom boxes together, and we can do that, and then we can do the turntables if you want to do that. You know, but if you really want to do it, we can try to do the VCR tapes, you know what I'm saying, VHS, but I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to leave it alone.
Because
I'm going to get the cassette tapes. You get the cassette tapes, but I'll leave it alone.
But VHS tapes used to be like our poor boys reel to reel. Yep. So, he's real. He's real.
Yes,
he's
sir.
real.
Yes, sir.
So, brother, and how did you get hooked up with Caramel, man?
I've been knowing Caramel for a long time. I've actually I've been working with her from like almost 8 years, 9 years.
Damn.
And you know, just doing different things like that. She's been doing a lot of different things, like with from Jacksonville to here to New York to everywhere. So and also we did a couple of events in Atlanta and things like that. So I've been working with her for a very, very long time. She's very professional, and she really makes an impact on community wherever she's at.
Thank you, brother. Good. Well, Caramel, I know that you've been a comedian, you've been a producer, you've produced movies, you've been acting in movies. You almost were a professional wrestler, also.
Almost. It's those roles that I couldn't get the role.
But it was you're embarked in a plethora of so many things, and now with the Elegant Model Search. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, actually, the Elegant Model Search, this is the second year of it. What I do is I get women, men, and the women is from ages 8 on up. And let me just react this. Let me just say it again. It's 8 on up, male, female, or kids.
Oh, okay.
So the age doesn't matter to me. So Elegant Model is basically just showing this is something different. It's talent. It's basically showing your personality, your elegancy, and all that. Everybody have a good time. They do like little skits, shows, and stuff like that. So, it's just to have a good time, something different from the original fashion show.
So you want to kind of mix it up. So it's kind of
like a pageant / talent show / fashion show, all in one.
That's a very, very good mashup, because people, again, we were in Orlando, and people want to be entertained, and that's a good way of showcasing talents and all that stuff. Well, good. So you from 8 up, and Amaya is with us today. Amaya, come on, say hello right now. This is your all right, big moment. All right, that's a good one. And Amaya, can you tell us how? Congratulations on being selected. What did you think of the whole process? Well,
I liked it, and I got a gown from my designer, Jomi.
Oh, cool. So a designer.
Well, actually, she had her own personal designer to make her gown for the elegant part of it, and it was beautiful. She did I think Amaya did an awesome job. She scored really high in every category that we did. She had the hip hop wear. She also did the opening. They did a dance for the opening. She did an awesome job. Hip hop wear. Tell me what you did on hip hop.
I did Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, wow! And how was the whole experience? Did you like it?
Yes.
Good. And now you're going to be the reigning queen, right? She's
the prince of
the
princess of Elegant Model, and so she's looking to be in a couple magazines right now.
All right.
And she's going to New York.
All right.
Some things in New York. So she's also tell them you are an ambassador for
modeling.
Yes.
Cool.
Jelani's Boutique.
All right, Johnny's Boutique. So that's good. So that's the boutique that's going to be sponsoring you for New York, right?
Yes.
All right. Cool. And Amaya, tell us, you off camera and off the air, you said you like to sing and dance.
Yep.
So what do you like to sing and what do you like to dance?
I like to dance to hip hop, and I listen to whatever's on the radio.
Oh, cool. Well, I hope you listen to me when, DJ Rajata. But good. And what the future holds for you? You're 8 years old, so the future I know holds bright things. But what would you like to do when you get older?
Well, I have some new model shows coming up, like Orlando and New York, and I probably go to Paris.
Good. You want to go to France? Okay. Ooh la la. So you're gonna learn French?
Yes.
Good. All I know how to do is go to McDonald's and give me some French fries. That's about it. That's as French as I get. Oh, or French dressing. French toast. French dressing. Croissant.
Exactly.
Grey Poupon.
A few choices.
You know, if I want to go to the movies, well, Pepe Le Pew or something. Then again, I'm Puerto Rican. That's my pass. Everybody else is using, so I'm gonna use it too. So Amaya, and what got you interested in doing this?
Well, I saw some videos on Facebook and YouTube, and then I was thoughting of it, and then I really wanted to be a model.
Good. Caramel, how important it is using social media to reach the youth today. Again, not to show my age because I'm only 8 years old. In leap years, in dog years, whatever years you want to use. In Pluto. But how important is it to use the social media to be able to gauge the interest of participants, both from 8 years old and older, and to market? Because I've seen you marketing through social media.
Social media is a big marketing place for me, especially Facebook. Well, Instagram is one of my biggest marketing places. I think it's beneficial actually because you can engage to a lot of different people and you can meet a lot of different people that really want to never model before and never had a chance to model. So it gives them opportunity to do it, no matter what size or age or whatever. So I don't discriminate on age or size or anything like that. I don't care how short you are, how big you are, how small you are. If you can walk a runway and show your talent and be beautiful, that's all that matters to me. So it means a lot to me to, network with everybody.
So good. And brother, for you being a DJ in the social media age, how do you feel? How has that impacted and changed your life?
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm kind of a flip side geek, I guess you want to call me, because I just graduated from Full Sail, but it's good to be technical. With technology, you can make so much money. All you artists out there that's listening, that's not monetized, get your stuff monetized. I'm just saying, but the technology, man, and social media is the best tool you can use right now. You know what I mean? I would really suggest also too, don't just sit behind the computer. At least go out to your community and shake hands too, because you always want to do that. You know what I mean? You want to do 50-50 because some people, I guess, the internet gives them a chance to be scared.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Which I understand. Yeah.
But you're white, but the way that we use social media to be able to engage, but you're true. You have to have those points of contact where you physically shake hands. I'm grateful that out of the I have about 1,500 friends in Facebook in my personal page. I've physically known or seen them or talked to them. Because again, it's like, oh yeah, my barber is like a friend. Who the hell are you? No, deny. Or cancel or somebody from like Slovenia. My name is Rosa. I live in Slovenia. No,
but it's also, but it's also good to connect with people because just like your radio station, I do have a radio station too, and I'm very multicultural. It's not hip hop. It's not R&B. It's country. It's salsa. It's everything. You know what I mean? And that's how you can and talk about different types of foods and festivals, like you said, coming up. Cinco de Mayo. That's the great. Listen, that's it. Listen. I'm telling you.
Saturday. I'm gonna be there.
And I'll just say it like this, man. To everybody who's listening, man. If you have a closed mind, have an open mind for all different cultures. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, especially with all the stuff that's going on. But I didn't mean to go on the political side because I'll be hitting that shit too.
No.
But
political. That's
you know what I'm saying? I just like,
I agree with him because that's a human statement. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of the fact, you still have to open up your horizons to listen to everything and everybody. Just don't stick to one section because you're used to that. Just go out and challenge yourself and interact with everybody. Right? Exactly. You have to. Yeah. I mean, I'm not afraid.
Otherwise, you're gonna live a very bland life.
Right, exactly. Just like you eat your food bland, right?
No, I need a little bit of salt.
You need some salt, some pepper, and all that good stuff in it. Some seasons.
Exactly. Pico de gallo. little bit
Exactly.
of grilled jalapenos with onions and a little bit of
Exactly.
He trying to
I'm
burn us
so
up.
hungry.
He trying to burn us up. He trying to have me. Wait, he trying to have me with the porcelain god and stuff like that. I can't
that's right. We gotta give his dues to the porcelain god in a little while. You know, a little bit of shots of tequila.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
wait a minute, no liquor here. All right, water. Really? So Amaya, what song did you sing at the competition?
Havana.
Ooh, Havana.
And for some reason, every time I'm on the radio, I hear the song, she the first person I think about. And I'm trying to sing it like she did. And I'm like, Havana. She did an amazing job.
Good.
Amazing job.
And was it hard for you to learn the song, or
It was not that hard.
because you like it?
Yes.
See, when kids like to do something, it's
Yes.
not that hard for them to
Yes.
learn.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Give them something hard like calculus. They can't do that. Scotland, I hope you're hearing. If you're still studying for your finals, we wish you the best of luck, Scotland, and hopefully we'll see you next week. And we have some jokes on the calculus thing. I'm gonna have you do some calculus problems on the air. She'll probably throw them at me, but you know, are you crazy? Here.
Yeah, she's probably, her brain right now is going.
It's being pulled in many sections. So Scotland, I hope you do well in the finals, and hope to see you in the next show. Caramel. So what is next with Elegant Model Search?
Elegant Model Search, I only do it once a year.
Okay.
I do it always in March.
Okay.
And so
The Ides of March.
I know, right? And so actually, we're just starting to promote it a little bit more so we can get some more interaction with it. We start to audition in September, and the show starts in March. So we're just trying to,
So
live
Caramel,
Yes.
you're a woman of so many projects going on.
I
The
know.
movie that you finished the movie, right?
I
When
finished-
we're gonna see it?
Right. Everybody's been asking for this movie.
Right? I'm ready for my brother coming up. Let's get some popcorn, bro.
Ready.
Well, the movie is done. Right now I'm editing everything. I'm gonna start editing the 1st of May,
Okay.
and everything should be done by August.
All right.
So yeah.
Can you give us a synopsis of what the movie's about?
Well, the movie is about the book that I wrote, In Love with the Other Man,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about 4 women actually have their own different personalities, but they're best friends, and it's a lot of twists and turns. It's a Lifetime kind of thing,
Okay.
A lot of love, romance, comedy. It's all mixed up in one,
Good,
so
good, good.
suspense. It's like I'm gonna say like a Tyler Perry / Oprah Winfrey kind of movie.
So it's
So-
an anthology of stories?
And
that
that's
are-
just stories,
that
yes,
are
and all
intertwined.
mashed in one, twined in one.
Okay. So are you looking to see if you could get it in the Orlando Film Festival? Do you
I
have offers
am.
in other film festivals?
I am. I'm gonna try to get in the film festival. I'm also trying to get in the theaters as well.
Okay, good.
So I'm just seeing what I can do. But right now, I just want to get ahead and get everything edited. Everybody's been asking for it. They're like, we read the book. When the movie coming out? So it's coming. It takes some time. I got all these projects,
I know.
She's a busy woman.
She's a busy
She-
woman.
Wonder Woman.
I'm trying to get all these projects in line,
Caramel, Wonder Woman, the soul of superhero. I gotta coin that one down. ASAP. All right, but Caramel,
Yes.
when we come back in the break, we're gonna go for a really quick break,
Yes.
and we want to talk. We talked about the movies. Now we want to talk when we come back from break. You're a comedian, and you've been doing some shows.
Yes.
Are you going to France to
I wanna go to
Iwawa,
Paris.
Iwawa, the French in comedy? But we'll be back. Remember, this is JJ Rodriguez, and listen to me. We have a lot more to talk with Miss Gina Calhoun, que está corriendo y está cogiendo bien duro. Está en un maratón. She's in the marathon, running. Right after this, listen to me.
Te ofrece lo mejor en joyería de fantasía, bueno, bonito y barato. Llamar al 321-439-8218 para su cita privada. Te llevaremos la tienda donde ti. Alanas Fantasy, lo mejor en joyería de fantasía. Llama hoy.
Yo, check it, Radio UNT te trae la información de cómo seguirnos por las redes sociales y por los apps. Así que, por medio de Twitter, Radio UNT_net. Eso es Radio UNT_net. Por Facebook, Radio UNT.net. Por Snapchat, Instagram y YouTube, Radio UNT. Eso es la letra U, la letra N y la letra T. No te confundas. Así que por los apps seguimos por medio de Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Stick, Google Play, todo bajo Radio UNT. Somos diferentes, somos diferentes. Spread the word, let it be heard. Yup.
I was tweaking, had my mama going bonkers. Yeah, you probably wouldn't believe it if it hadn't been for Jesus. I'd be still running around like I'm a gangster.
Arroz rico, el arroz que le gusta a mi gente. Ay, ay. Porque yo quiero arroz rico, el mejor de Puerto Rico. Y eso lo sabe tu mamá. Porque yo quiero arroz rico, suertecito y granosito. Y eso lo sabe tu mamá. Porque yo quiero arroz rico, el que come en Puerto Rico. Y eso lo sabe tu mamá. Porque yo quiero arroz rico, el que da muy pegadito. Y eso lo sabe tu mamá. Rico, el arroz que le gusta a mi gente.
Bueno, mi gente, aquí estamos otro martes más, bendecidos por el Señor Dios, que nos da el derecho y la oportunidad de ver su creación. We are blessed because God gives us the chance to be able to live in His creation and see the gift that is each and every day. And I just got to tell you this. If you think that a project is not going your way, if you think that something in your job is not going your way, if you feel that your life is not going in the direction that you think it should go, put all your faith in God and in Jesus Christ, our Savior, because He's the only one that can shed light in any dark tunnel. Because believe me, life is a curveball, and God is your coach, and our life is the bat. So we have to bat that day every day in a beautiful home run, because God creates beautiful things. Remember that. Mi gente, Dios crea cosas positivas, bellas, y cada día es un regalo de Dios. Caramel,
Yes.
you've expanded your horizons in a way that many people would say, well, wow, that's like shooting a bullet out of a gun, and you have not looked back. You've been in movies, you've been in pageants, you're creating these, you're not only being them, you're producing them. You're in comedy, you're involved in comedy aspects. Why comedy? What attracted you to comedy?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that. I always loved comedy. I think that I was funny, but when I first started in the entertainment world, I wanted to be a model, like every kid wanted. I want to be a model, you know? But then I was speaking to my mom, and I was like, Mom, I say, every time I say something, people laugh and people think I'm funny or whatever. So I went into the comedy world. I was like, I'm going to do comedy. I think I'm funny. And actually I am.
Good.
I think I am anyway, but
Where did you study, if you don't mind me asking?
I went to Abliv Theater.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there for 2 years.
Lauren, how you doing, girl?
Lauren,
Shout out,
Lauren. I was there for 2 years. I'm still there, and I also started doing stand-up comedy with Orlando Improvs, and on International. And so I did a couple shows. I did couple shows there, and I do shows with Lauren. And I also have a couple shows in comedy coming up now, and I'm starting to travel a little bit more.
Good.
So
where these travels are going to be taking you? You don't mind me
Illinois,
asking? Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Going to Second City. Or next
Sex, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
hopefully we could get you to Second City, because that stage is the ultimate consummate stage for anybody who wants to do stand-up comedy.
Really?
Is Second City in Chicago. Wow. Zanies is good. There's been good acts there, but once the thing is that Phyllis Diller, John Belushi, Jane Belushi, icons when you stand on and you see their initials in the green room.
Yes, I know, right? But yeah, so I want to take full force in my comedy, because I'm a writer and I love to write. So comedy is what I want to do, and that's what I'm gonna put my career into comedy.
So finally, why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know why.
Because
Because he didn't want to. He crossed the road because he was trying to get to the other side. How about that?
That's good. That's good. That's good. So Caramel, that's really good. And where you going to Chicago? Where else?
Well, we're supposed to be going to New York, Atlanta.
That's a nice place. Atlanta's
Right.
also a nice
But
place.
I've been thinking really, really hard to relocate to Nevada, Las Vegas.
Wow.
Because I want to go full force with everything that I have. And I've been in Orlando for 3 years, going on 3 years, and I want a change. I want to be more into the entertainment world. I think entertainment is what I love to do, and I want to be around people that's in the entertainment world, and maybe I can get a little boost from that. So.
Good. Well, I know I've seen the photographs you've taken because we're friends on Facebook. I think as a model you're very beautiful, and I like the artistic way on how you present yourself. And hopefully before you go to Las Vegas and become famous and ooh la la, it says, "Hey, Caramel, who the hell is that ball guy? Who the hell is that ball guy?" Well, I'd like to take your photographs and also invite you to be part of Bohemia 3, which we're going to be doing probably sometime after summer. So you could be partaking this little experiment in extravaganza and bicultural, bilingual comedy show. Where we mix music and brother, you're welcome to come out. You coming? So we could spin some 8-tracks and VHS tapes. You know that they're calling the YouTube the new VHS because now you can mix with YouTube too. So
Yeah. Video mixing. Yeah.
Video mixing,
Yes.
baby.
Yes,
So that
sir.
is good. Caramel, well, anything else? How can they find you? How can they locate information on I know it's next year because this was done on March 31st, so it's just gone through. But for next year, are you already?
Right, I'm already up a gear promoting it already. You can actually go on Facebook and look under Elegant Model Search Competition. You can also check me out on Instagram, Caramel1971. And our LNL Films and Production. And before I say anything else, I just want to let you know that Miss Amaya is about to have her own little show.
Oh, good.
So she's working on it right now, and so she's trying to figure out if she wants to do interviews or she want to do pranks.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I think the pranks. You should go by the pranks. But the interviews are good too. What do you think?
Pranks.
All right. Pranks, yeah. Boom. What? Oh my God, I'm bald. But Amaya, I'm very happy that your family, your mother and your father, are very proud of you and in your life to be able to enjoy what you're doing in the future that is very, very bright. And that is one of the things that we want to do here and Listen to Me. As I've always said, and Caramel has been here before, we want to make sure that people that are launching themselves out there always make sure you have the support and love of your father and your mother, because it's very important. And they're your pillars. They're when things go right, they're there to cheer you on. If things go wrong, they're there to hold you up. Because it's like the song "Lean on Me." That's it. That song is the purest truth. Lean on them, because that is it. Caramel, it is awesome that you're doing so many things. But we're gonna do a little comedy. And Gina, I need this, okay? There's a woman, she went on a date, and the guy spent like $100. Met the Tinder, all that stuff, Tinder and all that stuff, that there was none of that stuff in our dating.
Right.
It was like, can I have your phone number? No, okay. But the girl met the guy on Tinder. They went out. They had the dinner, but the girl said, this ain't for me. Thank you, so bye. So the guy spent $100, sent her a bill for $50. So, my question to the ladies here, listen to this. Okay, A, would you tell him to blow off? B, would you pay for the $50? Or C, you would not respond?
I have one question. How long did the date last?
It was one night.
One night?
An hour, 2 hours?
4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours?
I would send him a bill for about $1,500 because that's going my hourly rate.
That was the lawyer talking. Caramel?
Damages, huh?
I tell him hit rocks. I don't got time for that.
Well, the girl was sued and lost and had to pay $91,000 in damages.
Wow.
And the way she solved this was moving from the state of Minnesota.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so this was in Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say it was from
I do not
Minnesota.
live in Minnesota.
So, okay.
So basically, again, you have to be careful what happens to you when you're going socially, especially if you meet somebody in Tinder. And they're going to invite you. I know that in my times when I had longer hair, I would never expect that a woman would pay for. I would pay for a date. Even when I met my beautiful wife, we went dancing, we went to dinner, we went to a movie. I took her home. I turned around. She was the one who grabbed me by the collar, and then she gave me a kiss. Fine, that was what I liked, But she initiated the things. I think that is the detriment of social media right now in these apps like Tinder or Engage with Me or I don't know, whatever. You have to be careful and you have to take it with a grain of salt. Who is behind that profile?
Yes.
Again, this show is very against sexual exploitation of people, period. Male, female, children. We don't condone it, accept it, we deplore it. I tell the story because in the comedy of the story, the sadness is that the judicial system in Minnesota may have failed this woman in a plethora of factors. That she left the state, didn't solve the problem because her credit is damaged. But the thing of it is that you have to be careful in this day and age. Unfortunately, we're not living in the 1950s where people lived with their windows open. I would like to love, to live back in that time, but that is a dream. That's what the term is soñando con pajaritos preñados, praying to pregnant flies and birdies, But the thing is that in the 1950s, 1960s, we used to have that type of liberty. They're calling us right now, fix it, man, fix it. But, you just got to be careful, right, Gina?
Well, you have to be very, very careful. And unfortunately, I have a young daughter, Scotland, who's not here, and she'll be turning 20 on the 29th on Sunday. And we, happy birthday, baby. And I tell her, I said, you go on a first date, you pay for your part, you take your own car, you start with a lunch or a coffee, and then you figure out, public place, better, and most of the time it's people you already know, but the thing is, we live in a dangerous world, and we would like to protect our children all the time, and unfortunately we can't because they're not with us all the time. Mm-hmm. And all we can do is give them the tools to be wise, to learn how to figure out people. And unfortunately, because of social media and our cell phones, our children are spending a lot less time interacting with others. And with that, you lose the ability to assess people's expressions, understand, what does that mean if someone, you can tell somebody a lie and people believe it because you put it on Facebook or on a text. Mm-hmm. But when you're listening to someone, looking at their eyes, you get the ability to assess veracity. That's why we have jurors and etc. So we're losing a whole generation that is not going to be able to understand when they're offending somebody, when they're being taken advantage of, they're being lied. And so we just have to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't have a problem with, still parenting, because until the day I die, I'm her mother and I'm going to parent. Right. And so parents need to dare be parents and teach our children, because their life, their futures are at stake.
That is true. That
That
is
is so
very,
true.
very, 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 very true. So you have to be careful. Now, we're gonna ponder another case, and this is for Gina and Caramel. You receive a friend request from a person that, remember what I was saying, like, oh, my name is Rosa Velasquez, but the profile is from like Slovenia, Yugoslavia.
Yes.
Have you ever gotten a request? Hey, I need some money. Can you help me? Have you gotten these types of requests?
Oh my God!
You know, I want to be your friend, but can you send me like 5 million shillings? I'm in Uganda, Africa. Have you gotten some of those?
Oh my God!
I have not. All I get is this scam that's been going on with attorneys.
Okay.
And we get an email that says, I'm so-and-so, I'm getting a divorce. I got a divorce. There's an agreement. He's supposed to pay me like, I don't know, $500,000 and I need help. And it ends up being a scam wherein you end up depositing some money into your trust account, then you issue a check. By the time your bank figures out that check is bad, and then you're in trouble with your license, your Florida bar.
Yeah.
And so attorneys have been warned on that. So to us, people see you're a lawyer, so they try to be a little bit more sophisticated about it, but it's out there. And also the infamous call, the IRS wants to. No, the IRS will not
Oh my
call
God!
you.
I get those calls like the RS
Lawsuit.
lawsuit. I'd be like, what the world? And I delete it or whatever. But I have people come into my inbox on Facebook from Nigeria, telling me that they want to be my friend. They say hey first, hey, and I'm like, hey, what's this? And then
for horses.
I know,
Hey for horses.
right? And then they say, well, hi, my friend. And then it was like, I need your help, and I'm like, for what? You know? And I was just see what they're gonna say. And then it was like, they'll say they need some money because they want to come to the States, or somebody died and they need help here and there or whatever. And I'm like, these people are so like, they're just getting your Facebook and ask for money. Like, who does that? You know? And it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is, and sometimes we hear and listen to me. We found out that sometimes those people are not real. They're algorithms.
Really?
They're called artificial intelligence algorithms that try to mimic what you've said in Facebook and try to repeat it back to gather information so they could steal. They call it mining, trolling, so they could steal your identity. So we are still investigating, and that's one of the questions that we want to ask Putnam and the other people that are running for governors, what they're going to do about Ron DeSantis. What are they going to be doing to be able to curb trolling and mining within the internet? Because the thing of it is I believe that the internet should be left as alone. I'm going to be honest with this thing about net neutrality. I was worried about it, but then I said no. I don't want the FCC, because I don't want the government telling me what to do in my TV show to Miguel Montes.
I agree.
But we need to police it so people are not scammed. There's a difference between government intervention and government prevention. You see, so that is the reason. But again, it all now it has evolved. Remember when we used to get the emails? Hey, I am the lawyer from such and such people. We have $1.2 million. You know.
You know what, Jay? I'm really quick. When I first started modeling or whatever, people used to say, I want to book you. And they used to send checks in the mail, okay? And it's like $2,500, $5,000, and they tell you take it to your bank, cash it in. You take $1,500 and send me the rest. You know, didn't know when I first started. I did it one time. I did a $900 check, and I took it to the bank. And I was like, oh, somebody want to book me? And da-da-da-da. I was excited. It was my first time, right? So I went, took it to the bank, wiped me all out. I had to call my mom. Mom, I don't have no money in my account, you know. And she was like, what happened? I had to let her know what happened. She had to pay the bank back $1,800.
Wow.
You know, and this is what kind of scams people do. So now I know, like, don't do stuff like that. That was my first time ever getting into the industry, and I thought like somebody was really trying to book me, you know.
Yeah.
So this is things that people need to look out for,
And
you
it,
know.
and it happens because like I was starting out in the DJ world, and basically I was like I was 17, so this guy from Caracas, Venezuela. At that time, Venezuela was not communist. Said, "Hey, I'm going to send you a check for $15,000. I need you to cash it. You keep your portion, and you leave the money. So when I come to Venezuela, from Venezuela to Puerto Rico, we could book the gig." He told me he gave me like a business proposal. I'm going to use so much for this, so much for that. So okay, so he sent us the check. But the thing is that my mom, thank God, God bless her soul, she says, "Son, I think this check looks weird." So we went to the bank and we talked to the bank manager, and he says, "Hey, can you verify this check with us?" And when he come up, he says, "This is a photocopy." He says, "Wait a minute, what?"
Wow.
He says, "Yeah, look." And he showed us what is a cashier's check of any, that was when they had the watermark, so he put it to the light and he put that, and it was just a blank piece of paper.
Oh wow! See, this
Yeah.
is the kind of scams people do, especially when you just starting the industry and they follow you. They don't, and I think they know when you just start out, you know, and then they just do all these scams and tell you
People exploit your dreams.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
People know that you're excited. And you're
Yeah, because I didn't want to do it for a long time. I was like, I'm done with this. But then I was like, you know,
And you're tempted and you do it, but I want everybody to know who's out there, if you've been a victim of a scam like that or fraud, whether it be an entertainment business, you know, used car, whatever it is, do contact the Attorney General's office in the state of Florida, Pam Bundy. There's a website. You can find out. There's different categories. You can online file your report. You don't need an attorney to do that. And part of the process, if the state attorney general does get the case or decides to pursue it, they also can pursue restitution. And sometimes they're the only ones who have the power to address the issue. When it addresses interstate and international, then they'll refer it out to the FBI. But I'm just saying that I know it comes with a lot of shame. And that's why a lot of these people keep being able to do it, because people feel so embarrassed that they fell for something like that. But I'm telling you, embarrassment is part of the weapon they use against you so that they can victimize someone else. So you speak out, you find help, do not act upon it. In fact, you can report it, you can forward those emails, just do something about it. But, you know, and don't be ashamed. We all make mistakes, and that's where their law is there to then punish those who want to take advantage of the innocent.
yeah.
Gina, you know about the Puerto Rican parade. What it's this coming Saturday, right?
That's correct. It's Saturday between noon and 7 p.m. There will be the Puerto Rican parade. I'm going to have a tent there for my campaign.
I'll be there.
And you're going to see a lot of orange in my campaign. So follow the orange, look for Gina. And then also I need to tell people, because at 4 o'clock I have to run to Lake Eola, because at 4 o'clock is the registration for the Walk for Lupus. And that will be at Lake Eola. And I am asking for everybody to go. You can go to the Lupus Foundation website, search for Elect Gina, and join our team. Come walk with us. Let's try to find a cure. This is a disease that detrimentally and unfairly targets more women and Hispanic and Black women. And it needs, we need to find a cure. And the problem is this disease comes in so many different ways. It's like the jackal of all diseases, and it takes a long time for people to figure out what the problem is. Don't be afraid to ask the questions. Don't be afraid to change doctors. Go to the internet, research, but come join us and walk. We're asking people to make a contribution, not to my campaign, but we're asking people to make a contribution to the Lupus Association so that we can find a cure and wear your purple t-shirts.
Well, good. I will have the honor to be at the Puerto Rican Day Parade when you leave to Lake Eola. So I'll be there in the tent in all orange. So you could come see me, JJ, and we could talk about the campaign and ways to be able to help. So it's at the Puerto Rican Day Parade on Saturday. Yes. And Caramel, again, what are those? We only got about 5 minutes, so shoot out those for the Elegant Model, your website, how you know, the gentleman's website, if he wants to promote his stuff. Now's the time.
All right. You can actually, for the competition, you can go on Facebook with Elegant Model Search Competition. You can also find me on Caramel1971 on Instagram or Miss__Caramel on Twitter. On Facebook is Francina Lucas. And yeah, and for my comedy stuff, you can go to Caramel and Rick, the comedians. Good. And you want to tell me where you can find you?
Something?
Well, I'm on Facebook and Instagram at Amaya Pena.
All right. And my brother, what's your social media out there?
Social media, everything at DJ Nothing Nice. I just want to say to both of you, thank you, and also for the lupus. My aunt, she had lupus, so been there, done that, and it's a great thing that both of you guys are doing. Thank you, sir, everything. And I would
don't call me sir, man.
I'm sorry.
I'm 8 years old.
I'm sorry. Mío.
All right.
But I appreciate it. Thank you for everything, Miss Cameron. Thank you, Miss Princess. Thank you very much, sir. Ma'am, appreciate everybody. Even the guy in the back, his team in the background. You gotta listen.
Mr. Montes, yes.
Please do not, whatever you guys do in life, do not upset the engineer, producer. Please, don't do that. You don't want to do that. Okay, go ahead.
Really quick. I do want to say thank you for having us on the show, and I appreciate it, Jay. I've been knowing you for a year now.
Yes.
All right.
We had our Facebook celebration too.
Hey. So I really appreciate it, and just think y'all want to come Saturday and to support, and this thank you. You want to say something, Mama?
No.
Give a shout out to your mommy and your daddy.
Yeah, give a shout out to your mommy and your daddy. Well, anyway, Amaya, thank you so much. May God bless you and continue to shine you upon all your positive endeavors from now into the future. Bueno, mi gente, yo soy J. Jesus Rodriguez Caballero. This is Listen to Me. Gina.
Yes, and you can find us at www.electginafl.com, electginafl, or elect Gina. And right now, if you want to make a difference, if you want your county to be the way you want it to be, remember our hashtag is people over politics, and it's people over special interest, and because it's we the people in the Constitution, and we the people must exercise our right to vote and make a change and a difference in our communities. Have a blessed night.
Thank you, Gina. And remember, next week we're going to have Scotland back from the finals. We'll see what's going to happen next week. We're going to try and get people from the Puerto Rican Affairs office to call us, or we could call them. We're going to see if we could get Governor Rosselló on the line. But anyway, the most important thing is to have God and Christ in your life, because like I said, if there's any trouble, any problem, anything, put it in his hands, in their hands, and they will be able to give you and provide you with a solution. Because living a life without God, to me, is very, very sad. And we have to enjoy God's gift. So God bless you. Take care. Listen to me.
Joyería de fantasía. Bueno, bonito y barato. Llamar al 321-4